Hello everybody. Today I got Cluebox Camelot. So it's by IDVENTURE. It says it takes 60 to 90 minutes. I'm currently selling this on eBay. So if you like the puzzle, please go on eBay and you can bid on mine. Camelot, the Kingdom of Logres, early 6th century. The aging King Arthur asks Mage Merlin to find a worthy knight who can take part in the quest for the Holy Grail. Merlin decides it will be the one who manages to pull the king's sword. Many knights gifted with strength and valor came to try, but none of them succeeded, until Galahad, son of Lancelot, came along. A short time later, King Arthur proclaimed him the greatest knight ever. Many deeds of Galahad are described in medieval literature, but one remains secret, that trial of Camelot. Until quite recently, in West Yorkshire, a tomb of Galahad was excavated. In his hands there was the trial, which accompanied the knight until the end of his days. Now we suggest that you pass the trial of Camelot and equal yourself to the greatest of the Knights of the Round Table. So, typical, do not use force to open the box or move it, anything. It can be opened smoothly. No guessing is necessary. All puzzles are based on logic. And there's hints if you still need them, but we won't. So this is one of the puzzles that I actually colored myself, because they come just in plain wood. So you can see how beautiful that looks now. So up here it says start. First thing we do is we gotta get the top of this moved around. Let's see here. Sometimes you gotta go backwards to go forwards. That ain't gonna be far enough. So it's locked in place. That's definitely not far enough. Let's go ahead and try it. Oh, it does work. So inside shows two different little castles. You gotta really pay attention to the detail. This one on this side has a little door with a line in the center. And this one has a door with nothing. This one has a round window. This one has a square window. This one has a flag that comes to a point. This one has a flag that has a little V cut in the tail. So I have to remember that. Every little thing on here has meaning. So the next part, take this piece out. So obviously we can put this piece around here. However it decides to fit in. Now, I don't know if you can see too well, but the little clover is hooked up with what looks like a little snake. So St. Patrick drove the snakes out of Ireland. So that kind of goes together. So if we go over here to the other side, here's a crown with clovers on it. There's a little snake down there, so it's already on that one. But the snake that it is linked to is on the top one. We'll move it up to the top. So let's find another. Here we go. It's a pentagon with, looks like it's tied in a little bow. So there's our pentagon. There's our bow in the top one. Trying to find the way this fits in here, because it can be flipped over and flipped back. There we go. Look at that. There's a diamond, and it's got kind of a half circle with a little O. So here's our diamond, and that's in the center. Half circle with the little O, and we just need the cross. Here we are. Cross lines up with, it's almost like a little infinite symbol. Here's our cross. Symbols in the middle. Now the arrows, we should be able to turn that. There we go. But no one turned. There's our little key that came out. So that's, we got different keys around that we got to take out to be able to get that center out. Now we can go to the bottom. Remember those two. So we'll start by looking for the door. There's a door. It's a round window. It's got a flag with a little cut in it. Door, round window, and that's not it. Door, can't see the window. Flag with a point. It could be it. For the plain door, flag, square window. Plain door, flag, square window. Was that one? So if we go from this one, where we can't see the window, to that one, that pulls out, that works. So now that that's pulled out, there's a notch here, and there's a little lock right there. So we turn, hole inside to there, that pulls off. So the first thing we got in here, we got these two arrows. And these are like spring-loaded pieces. It's holding in these two pieces in the center. So it's showing these guys, and they're like playing tug of war. So we got a guy on each side. So they're pretty equally matched. So I'm going to put that one in the middle. The guy over here, and he's pulling against nothing, so he's going to be pulling it all the way his way. Same thing with the bottom, but the opposite direction. All the way that way. Now, if we look through here, see if I can get it on the camera. So in this first hole right here, there's an X that lines up. So we follow that chain, goes up to this top. So put that on the X. The second one, it's like an N shape. So again, we'll follow this chain up here. Is that the right? Make sure these haven't moved. Yep, it moved. Still an N shape. There. Make sure these haven't moved, which they have. So that third one, it's kind of like a lightning bolt. I'll follow it up over here. There's the lightning bolt. Make sure they haven't moved. And then the last one. It's hard to see that last one. It's real hard to see that last one. Doesn't look like anything. So I think you're supposed to look through this little slit. And that's never worked for me. It's always looked back way. I think I got that one wrong. Still looks, it also looks kind of like an M. Because it can't all be, one of them has to be an M. Let's try an M on that one. And this one doesn't look like anything. See if that works. There it is. That was an M on the second one. It's so hard to see, but down at the bottom there's like a little point. This one over here, there's a line going this way up and a line over, so I got lucky, I guess. Now let's take these two pieces. So on the door there's these three little dots. So if you line up your star, should come out the same as the dots. So if you put that in, slide it over to that side, then you can push up with your thing. So do the same over here, three little dots. That one's not working. Let's make sure I got the 3 little dots correct. Could use another little key to get this out. Don't want to come out at all. So it can't be correct because it's not moving. Could have it turned around. Yeah, I do have it turned around. So these two here are almost on line with each other. So it goes that way. Still not wanting to work. I turned it around. Didn't I get it right that time? No, I did not. That's got to be the way it goes. I think that's the way I had it the first time. There we go. And just moved it up. It's got to be in the perfect spot. Still not wanting to move. No, I have to have that right. Maybe I don't still. We're going to keep on trying until we get it. There it is. Finally. There's the key out of it. So that's all the keys. So this lifts up. So now we have basically a trumpet on both sides. It shows one note, this shows another note. So a quarter note goes to the lock. Eighth note goes to the unlock. We got a hole to blow in. So if you put your fingers over this holes in the side, that will cause it to lock. But if you blow on this side, there's no holes, it causes it to unlock. It'll blow pretty good. There's the door off of it. And here's the prize. So what you got to do is line up the swords. Now, there's symbols on the handles. It tells you what order to put the symbols in. Then you go to the web page and it gives you a little rundown. But that's your prize. It's pretty interesting. You gotta blow in there to be able to unlock the door. It's very very unique. Because right now the door remains unlocked. But I blew into it. Now it's all locked up. So let's see where this has to go to. That goes in there. Lost one of our little tabs. I started doing puzzles to just exercise my mind. Didn't want to waste away and just watch TV or something. Wanted to try to do something a little bit better. So hopefully I inspire some more people to do puzzles. I inspire some people to make puzzles. It's actually something that I want to do. Sometimes putting it back can be as difficult as solving it. But it also gives us a sense of completion. Not only solving it, but knowing that it's back and someone else can enjoy it. There it is. That, ladies and gentlemen, is the trial of Camelot. So if you'd like to bid on this puzzle, my listing on eBay is under jared.pirelli, and it's currently listed as a buy it now with free shipping. Thank you very much for watching.